welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be slightly different to my normal sewing vlogs because today I have the day off and I'm going to be putting the finishing touches on my website. My website is launching this Friday and along with the website there's a small shop. There's not a lot of stuff in there at the moment, but it's primarily focused around using up the scraps from the projects that I make for Lifebyhellen and for my normal everyday sewing. Currently there's only scrunchies for sale and they're made completely from recycled fabric. So other than the elastic that goes on the inside of the scrunchie, the fabric that I use for them all come from either dresses that I've made, fabric that's been donated to me by my mother, or fabric that I have bought secondhand, either at a thrift shop, so like pillowcases, men's shirts, and that kind of thing. So today I want to take you along with me in a bit of a behind the scenes day in the life and see what I get up to. Other than some boring back-end things, which I've spent the morning doing, updating my website for payment information and things like that, I also have to duck to Spotlight to pick up some thread. And then I will be making scrunchies. So if you have a keen eye, you might notice that this is fabric from the shirt that I'm wearing in the banner of my channel, which is like an elasticated off the shoulder cute little top. And I've got a little bit of fabric left there that I've cut and already pressed into scrunchies. I've just got to sew them up. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a haul of items that I've picked up recently to make scrunchies from. And that's it. I guess we'll just get started and I'll see where the day takes me. Okay, so these are the things that I've recently picked up from a thrift shop in Gympie that's basically supports a charity radio station. So first is two of these wonderful pillowcases. They've got like some nice sort of semi-upholstery fabric, I suppose, and then the back is just this cream colored stuff. I'm not sure if I'll use the back just because the quality of it's a little bit, like it's a bit piled and just not the greatest, but the front is super cute. I think I'll definitely be making that into scrunchies at some point. Then I've got this men's shirt that is this lovely stripy blue and it's a super soft cotton. I also picked it up at that same thrift shop and I think that would just make some really cute scrunchies. My mum had this fabric laying around in her stash at home and she kindly gifted it to me. It's like a polyester or satiny finish fabric. I think it's super cute. I wouldn't wear it for anything, I don't think. Maybe a skirt, but I'm not sure that there's enough there really for the kind of skirt that I'd want to make. So this one, either I'm going to make some zipper pouches from it, drawstring bags, or scrunchies. I haven't quite decided yet. So this one will just sit in my pile for a bit, I think, until I decide. She also gave me these two fat quarters that she picked up a while ago. She doesn't really need them anymore and I'll likely make them into a zipper pouch just because I think that'd be super cute. Maybe white on one side, floral on the other. There's also a tiny section of green fabric and I started cutting this out at my parents' house. It's got this, again, kind of like upholstery fabric. And I think that will just make some really cute scrunchies. Plus there's not a lot there, so that's probably all I can make from that one. I also saw in that same secondhand shop this sort of panel fabric, which is like, oh, that's upside down. Which is just like this fairy wonderland type thing. I want to try and make a pouch out of it. I think that'd be really cool if you could get like just this section on a pouch. If I'm strategic about how I cut it out, a little zipper like makeup bag or something would look really cute. Then just as I was leaving, my mum mentioned that she has a shirt that she doesn't really need anymore and that she doesn't really wear. I haven't decided what yet, but I just love this fabric and the colors. I don't know if you can tell, there's quite a lot of floral theme going on here, which is right up my alley. So I'll see what I can make out of this. It's quite sheer and light. Another scrunchie or something like that. I don't know yet, but it's there. And the last thing I got, which I didn't realize at the time, but I'm fairly sure it's a handmade dress. It's made from like a satiny finish fabric, and if I look at the inside, yeah, it's got this cute little A on the inside. And if I'd seen that before, now I kind of feel weird about cutting it up, because it sort of looks like, you know, it's got the whole thread bar, which you don't really see anymore. So yeah, I'm a bit apprehensive to cut it up, but I was gonna make scrunchies out of it because I think it looks so cute. It's like this red wine colored fabric, and it's got like that satiny finish, so I think like that would be a really luxurious scrunchie. But now I'm not so sure. I'll be cutting up someone else's handmade dress, but I've got it now, so I suppose I kind of have to. Something else I thought I could show you guys is just all the scrunchies that will be currently available on the website. So I guess we'll start off with these. This is embroidered white linen. That would focus. I made a dress. I call it my watermelon dress because obviously little watermelons embroidered, and I still wear this one a lot. So there wasn't that much left over, just enough to make 4, and a few of them are 3 centimeters wide, not 4 centimeters wide. Then we've got this fabric, which if you've watched some of my older videos, you'll recognize. I'll link the video in the information and in the description on the video of making this dress. I didn't have a whole lot of it left, but I thought it would just look really cute as scrunchies, so I've gone ahead. There's 4 of them, and they're 4 centimeters wide. Then we've just got another small batch of light blue cotton scrunchies, if that would focus. These are from a shirt I made when I was still doing Sew It Academy, and I've also got a video on these ones if you want to watch it. There's only 3 left, and they are super cute 4 centimeter wide scrunchies. Then I made a dress for a friend of mine, also the same pattern as the watermelon dress, but I made it from this fabric that it's kind of got floral print on it, but once you put it in a scrunchie and you scrunch it all up, it's just these wonderful kind of deep pinks and light blues variated throughout the whole thing. 7 of these, so there's quite a lot of those. Then I made another dress for another friend of mine, and we wanted to be matching, so I ended up making a dress and a blouse out of this fabric, and I think I still have some left. So this fabric went a long way, but these are some of the smaller offcut pieces. There's one 4 centimeter, a few 3 centimeters. And then last but not least, the current stock, there might be more by the time this goes up, but the current stock also has fabric from my happy dress. I'm not sure, I don't think I made a video about it, but I made a video for my capsule wardrobe that I never ended up posting because I ended up just disliking that whole situation. So this is the original of those dresses. I've got photos up on my Instagram if you want to see it. It's just this lovely, like, it's not quite sunflowers, but the colors kind of remind me of them, and there's a whole heap of those. So there'll be lots of those in stock if you want some. But yeah, they're all my scrunchies that are currently available. I'll link the website down below if you wanted to check out any of them. Don't feel like you have to, it's just something cool that I'm passionate about. So yeah, it's there if you want. Okay, that was a lot of running around for not a lot of productivity. So it's now 1:30. It was about 11 when we last spoke. And I went to Vinnie's and the Salvos in Mount Gravatt, which are 2 Australian secondhand stores, to look for zippers. That was for the pouches. If I plan to make any pouches, I would like to see if I can find secondhand zippers first. My next idea was to go onto Facebook Marketplace and potentially Gumtree, but that's just a bit, you can't tell what condition things are in, and I'd rather just see it in person. So I went and I did find a few things. I found this skirt, which I absolutely love. I've just got to tweak the fit of it a little bit, and if that doesn't work because it's quite sheer fabric, I'm just going to make something out of this overlay because it is adorable and quite sheer. I think they look really cute. It is missing a clasp at the front, and it does look like a handmade item. Again, no tag. Why do I keep finding people's handmade items at the secondhand shop? I just have an affinity for these things. So there's that. Then I also picked up a doily because I want to test something also for the pouches. I want to see if I can make a pouch that has like the doily on the bottom, so that it's like, you know, the pouch and then the doily. I don't know, I think it would look cute. And there are a lot of doilies at secondhand shops. I see them all the time. Some of them are a little gross, a bit old, but I was thinking I could like bleach them or tie-dye them and do something with that, like a tie-dye doily on the front of a white pouch. I don't know, my brain was going a bit nuts. So I got one. I restrained myself to one because there was literally hundreds for $1. So that was pretty good. It's a pretty good investment to test some stuff out. And I have some red dye, so I'm gonna give it a go. I think likely what'll happen is the lace won't dye, and then it'll just be a failure. But let's see. Let's withhold judgment. Then lastly, from the secondhand shops, I got buttons. I always try to get my buttons at secondhand shops. There's the Salvos in Mount Gravatt has like a bananas amount of buttons, like so many buttons. Finding a couple that match is difficult. So I just got a little baggie for $2 of all white and clear ones that are in similar size. So this would be really good for like all the front of my blouses and stuff. I'm always looking for just like a really plain, clear buttons. I'm gonna try and wash them or bleach them and see if that makes the kind of off-white color go a bit. If not, I'm not too mad at it. It'll be fine. Then, because I couldn't find any zippers anywhere, I had to buy a zip for a project that I'm working on at the moment from Spotlight. And I also got some of the red thread I mentioned before to match, because I'm running out of red. And that's that. So this afternoon I want to get a bunch of sewing done because I didn't think that was going to take me so long for the lack of actual thing I ended up doing. So I'm going to put away this giant pile of fabric. I have too many. Dear God, I'm going to have so many scrunchies and no one's going to buy them. Oh well. I'm going to put this giant pile of things away and then start on making scrunchies. I think that's going to be my plan. So it's the end of the week and I did not record an outro. Today is the shop launch. In fact, in 4 hours is the shop launch. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous. I ended up spending the day making a bunch of scrunchies and doing a whole heap of editing, getting photos ready for today, and making sure that once you actually went into the shop, it took you to all the right places. I guess I've done everything I can do. If you're interested in grabbing something, the website is lifebyhellen.com and I will link it in the description. Other than that, all I can do now is wait and excitedly refresh the page a million times. Thank you so much for anyone who decides to buy something. or decides to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Any kind of support is greatly appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful weekend no matter where you are, and that if you buy a scrunchie, it brings you immense amounts of joy.